co-founder and CEO of Climate Scaleup. We're a global accelerator for growth stage climate tech companies, and we're helping companies scale the missing middle, or what is known as the second valley of death, when companies become too large for VC and too early for private equity. They say about 87% of companies fail at this scale. And it's not because they don't have a proven technology, it's because they don't have enough capital or enough market expansion support to be able to scale globally. And so our work at Climate Scaleup is to help these companies. We're working with companies from Kenya, from South America, from the US, from Europe, all around the world. And the work that we're doing here in Riyadh, which is really special to me, is we're also helping companies locally expand here because of all the initiatives that they have going with the Saudi 2030 vision. We really feel that Riyadh and Saudi is a great hub for sustainability innovation.
And Sema, do you think there could be, I know we were already brainstorming about this, could there be a synergy between the work of a fund inside the United Nations, it's also working globally, and some of the startups that you're seeing? I know you mentioned some are led by women, obviously some are coming out of difficult circumstances. Any thoughts about where there might be places for us to work together?
Yes. So what's unique about Climate Scaleup is that over 20% of our companies, our cohort, is female-led or female-founded, which is a stark difference from the 5% of climate tech companies that are female-founded globally. And so what we see is that in female founders, such as companies coming out of Kenya, Nairobi, Kate Callett, who's Time Magazine's top 100 most influential people in AI. She's dealing with the data scarcity in Africa. Powerful females such as her and others in our companies would be a great synergy to work with the UN, because we feel that the UN does a lot when it comes to de-risking technologies, which I would love to ask you a little bit more about and how that happens. And we work with great entrepreneurs that have proven tech that are scaling globally. So there's a lot of synergy there. And I would love to ask you a question in response to that, is how does the UN help de-risk technologies globally?
Yeah. Thanks so much, Sema. So the Joint SDG Fund was established by the General Assembly of the UN specifically to recognize the limitations of public investments or official development assistance, which is often grant money, and start to utilize public money to attract private capital to de-risk investments. And I have a favorite example, one of many, out of Zimbabwe, where we, the UN, through the agency's funds and programs on the ground in Harare, across the country, partnered with a local bank for a renewable energy investment fund. We created a fund under local legislation, right, so that it had a national routing, and we were able to then attract funding from that national bank to double our funding. So we put in the first $8 million. We're now up to about $17, $18 million for investments in small and medium enterprises, which might not be yet Series A, but eventually could be. So these are the small and medium coming up from the communities, becoming the installers, becoming the innovators for how to use solar and other renewable energy. And our goal is to grow that example and then possibly help these companies also individually go to scale. My role often is through governments for the service provision to the communities that are lacking electricity, etc. But there's a double win there because you're also investing in those SMEs. Yeah. So that's an example of where I think, imagine if you had a partner or an investee who might be interested in working in Zimbabwe in solar, and our program is growing with more and more investors that need more providers. That would be the secret place, right? The secret sauce, if you will. Yeah. But very excited to meet you, very hopeful that we can find synergies, and thank you again for coming.